Hello again everyone, welcome back to Landric Plays. I am Landric and I am playing a little bit more Hand of Fate.
Now we play.
We
You
do
can now
indeed.
access Endless Mode if
yay.
you wish to test your skills against chance itself.
Okay, so we've unlocked Endless Mode, unlocked Endless Mode, but I think we're going to carry on with Story Mode. And if memory serves, we are up against the King of Dust. That is the next champion that we have to face. So we've already beat these 4, so we're now about a third of the way through, and the difficulty is slowly beginning to ramp up. We haven't died yet, which is good, but I think the time is coming where we're going to start losing hard. But that's fine, because the whole point of this game is you replay these levels over and over again with the new cards that you've unlocked. So, the King of Dust, King of the Bandits. He has afflicted us with the curse of compensation. Whenever the player finishes a combat, they lose 1 gold per 15 health. So the more health we have, the more gold we lose. That's interesting. So that's the sort of thing that we might want to get removed by a priest if we can. But then again, we don't have to stack up loads and loads of gold, it'll be fine. We've also added some challenges, so there's 5 lots of the 6 of Dust, so lots and lots of bandits, and 4 lots of ambushes.
Some men thrive in anarchy and chaos. The King of Dust is one such. His tools are cruelty and terror, and I suspect he will harbor a great hatred for you, my friend.
I suspect he will, partly because I've been killing all of his dudes. So let's hop into the deck builder again, blah blah blah, autofill, and we'll just quickly cycle through and see if there's anything we want to add, because we probably want to add this, and this, and this. So let's see, what do we want to remove? So, see, all of these things have tokens on, so it's kind of nice to have them all. Oh, there was definitely one I wanted to get rid of. Where is it? Okay, so a winding trail, that can go. So we can get rid of you, we can get rid of ambush. Might get rid of a Devil's Choice and replace it with a Devil's Wager, but we could also... Well, I'll get rid of it for now, we can put it back in later. That's right, we're stuck with 3 of these Ratman hunting cards, so that takes up quite a few of our slots. I want to leave the treasure chest in. We've got the other version of the Helpful Priest, which is Charity. So... get rid of that. Now that we start with a shield, do we need Mr. Lionel? I mean, he certainly doesn't hurt. Same with the Maiden, but I'll put them out for now, and we'll see if there are just like some slightly more interesting cards to put in. And if we've got any slots left over, I suspect we will, because 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives us 2 more to find. Should we go with... So the Maiden can give us max health, or supplies, which is actually really useful. We've the last episode we did definitely struggle with food, so maybe I'll include the Maiden. I'll just include the Maiden and Mr. Lionel. We'll keep those guys around. The Twisted Canyon.
Some cards are locked and cannot be removed from your deck.
That is right. So the Twisted Canyon won't be removed until we've beat the King of Dust, and it's certainly not a bad card. It lets us climb down and get a weapon for free, but we're getting to the stage where there are now probably more valuable cards than that, or at least more interesting cards. So what?
Locked cards cannot be removed until you have fulfilled their conditions.
So these ones are locked until we've completed the culling of the Ratmen, which is this one right here. So once we complete this card and get this card's token, we can also remove these ones from our deck, which will be quite nice. So I think we're happy with those encounters. Let's have a look at our weapons. Do we want any of these things? Nah, like normal swords and shields, but we've got our special items in here. Perfect. Okay. Let's begin.
In these lands, the King of Dust takes his tithe of all.
So we add all of those cards belonging to the King of Dust, and some extra shops in as well. They get shuffled into the encounter deck. There's all our equipment, monsters and encounters. Right.
You face the first of my kings. Each has shaped the nature of their forces with the strength of their will. They will turn that power to your destruction.
They will try. Okay, so right off the bat we've gotten the Maiden. So I was sort of hoping that we'd encounter her later on, because then we could make a more informed decision of whether we want food or health. As it is, so we don't have to ask, we don't have to ask for any of these. Well, no, we have to ask for one of these. Anyway, I was going to say, I was basically going to go for longer life, just always, because we've got enough gold and food that I'm not worried to start with. And longer life is always good, but now that we've unlocked the blessings, we can ask her to bless us. Let's give it a go. Let's see what we get. In fact, we don't even have to do a little a chance card draw, so we just immediately get one blessing. Fantastic. Self-righteous. So on any hit, the player inflicts 2 more damage for each blessing they possess. I assume that includes this one, which means right now we're just doing a flat 2 damage, but the more blessings we get, the more damage we'll do. Many enchanted weapons have powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle, but only if their wielder remembers to use them. Yeah, that's definitely a thing that I keep doing. Alright, let's loop around this way. Okay, there's the stairs.
Deeper towards our foe.
Which means we're going to have to do a little bit of backtracking, because I want to explore these things. Aha! Hello, Mr. Lionel. So last time you took my weapon in exchange for a whole bunch of gold, when I asked what you needed, because I already have a shield. What if I give you the bread from my plate? Will that stop you taking my weapon away? Mr. Lionel considers the bread seriously before placing it carefully in his coat pocket, seemingly satisfied. So, 1 food, and then... Aha! I know what you need. Mr. Lionel taps the table with his staff and some plump cakes appear in front of you. Remember, boy, when somebody asks whether you'd like cake or pie, tell them you want cake and pie. So we gain a food gain card. So we spend 1 food, and in return we get 3 food, so net gain of 2 food.
Grateful for that.
And of course he takes his pickled onion. Okay. What's this card here? Twisted Canyon. So now we can go and try and grab that weapon. Okay, here we go.
A choice. Select your desire.
So we make it down, we get our weapon card. What is it going to be? Frostfang. So we've had this weapon a couple of times, but it is always pretty good fun. It's extra damage, it's got the snowy effects.
Are you sure that's the
It
right
fires out
approach?
a cone of cold. Perfect. And away we go.
Were you hoping this was the end? No. Another flaw awaits. Do you understand how this game works now? Do you comprehend the stakes?
I think I do. Battle at
These
Brooktop.
places are rife with power. It is not chance that you should meet a warlock here.
A warlock, you say? Interesting.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
A light draws you to a nearby hilltop, where you see a warlock disappear in a cloud of sulphur, leaving behind his summoned minions. Draw one monster card. So the 2 of dust. So we can flee or we can attack. Of course we're going to attack. 2 bandits? Puh. We're about to face the king of bandits. I'm sure we can handle 2 measly bandits. There we go. Pow, pow, pow. And we're doing that extra damage because of our... Well, I'm pretty sure I dodged that. So we're doing that extra damage because of our blessing. Or at least I think we are. And there we go. Pow! Cut right in half. Off you go. And we lose 7 gold because we've got all that health remaining. And we get 2 gain cards out of it. So we gain some food, which is really useful. And we gain 15 health, which is...
Pendulum can swing both ways.
So we get plus 7 health, so it doesn't increase our max health or anything, so some of that's wasted, but you know.
The token is yours. Let us see what you do with your newfound abilities.
Ambush.
The bandits are sorely loyal to their king. They will not let you reach him easily.
A slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger. 2 of skulls. Skeleton bandits. Still, not particularly frightening. Good job. That was helpful. Oh well. There we go. Skeletons are pretty easy to beat. But we still lose 7 gold, so we are down to 0 gold. Blah blah blah. While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realise that one of my opponents is only pretending to be dead. One of those skeletons is pretending to be dead, are they? Well, let's sneak up and kill them. So let's go for one of these. There we go. Now we can loot the area safely. So we get 1 equipment, which is Angel's Wing.
Move quickly from here. There is little material gain to be made.
Says you. So this helm imbues the wearer with greater movement speed. Okay, not like make or break, but it's certainly a nice buff. 3 food, so we're getting lots of food this time. And 15 gold, which we're going to almost certainly spend on every encounter. Do I want to go up here and then back down? I mean, yeah, sure. We've got the extra food, we probably can.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
So this is the Kraken quest. We're still trying to find out why the ships are disappearing for Carlos? The guy that owns the inn. So we have to either steal the ship's log, bribe a ship hand, which we can't do, or drink with the captain. So last time we tried to steal the ship's log, and we failed, and we had to fight some bandits, and we didn't get the token. So let's try drinking with the captain. In what passes for a bar in this shanty town, you find a ship's captain drowning her sorrows. They must be frightful sorrows, because she's drowning them in Dulcian brandy. You pull up a stool next to her and, while inquiring about her misfortune, attempt to find out what she may know about the missing boats. You can tell the captain knows something, but she's not parting with it yet. However, she seems pleased to have company. Alright, let's drink more. Drink more. You gulp down another small glass of terrible, terrible brandy. The captain is merry and regales you with stories of her adventures upon the high seas, but nothing regarding the recent boat disappearances. You're feeling the effects of the powerful Dulcian brandy, but you still have your wits about you. Okay, let's drink some more. You gulp down another small glass of terrible, terrible brandy. After many drinks, the captain starts to reveal what she knows. The captain only reveals one thing, Highbinder, and will say nothing more on the matter. You plan to head back to Carlo at the landlocked lubber and see what you can do with the information you've gleaned. Nice. Hopefully all that brandy doesn't hinder us. Okay, we found a cave mouth, which is, again, the stairs, the exit. Takes you from a cave out to the feet of an imposing forest. Well, we'll explore these last ones first. Travelling healer, meh, we're at full health. And what's this one? Culling the Ratman, perfect. So if we pass this one...
Our lives are often lived thus, are they not? Pushed back and forth by the whims of nobility or power.
So if we can complete this card, we can remove those Ratman hunting packs from our deck and free up some more space.
Win this and claim my token.
All the lands in the kingdom are being overrun with Ratmen. Merchants in my lands are attacked on the road, as are any travellers such as yourself. My guards are needed here with me, but if I had just 50 gold, I would hire a mercenary army to find their nests and cull their numbers. If I had 50 gold, I would give it to you, but I don't. I understand that contributing to the common good may be unfamiliar to your sort, but I urge you to return immediately if you change your mind. That's a bit unfortunate. I don't think we have much else in our inventory that we could sell here and then go back either. Let's just have a quick look. Nope. Yeah, I don't... Unless... How much is...
Here is all you have gained.
Not what I wanted. Can I find the stats of my weapon? I'm sure there's a way of doing it. Oh. Probably not 50 gold though. I suppose we could just go here and check, but nah, let's not bother. Okay, off we go, next level. Down to 15 food, but I think it's probably fine.
What brings you to play the game?
I don't know, this is interesting. Which path do we want to go
I know
on
you
first?
will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
Okay, so another Ratman hunting pack. This is going to cost us some more gold. Well. So we'll smash our way through these guys. Oops. Didn't quite dodge that one in time. Bop, bop, bop. I could be countering some of these things instead of just rolling away, but I like rolling away. There we go. Finish them off, no trouble. But there goes our 7 gold. Oh dear. You sigh as you search the bodies, finding nothing. If only there were another way to stop this plague of Ratman. Pay somebody to take care of it. Yeah, if only. If only I had 50 gold. While resting at the inn of a small town, you are suddenly accosted by a young man. You, it's all your fault. You doomed the village of Dimsgate. What? How? The White Council thinks that we paid you to attack their men. In retribution, they have plagued our town with the undead. One day a group of mages appeared out of nowhere and laid a curse on the town. Some men, my father included, tried to stop them. But it was hopeless. Their magic shields blocked every blow, and then they conjured a hail of enchanted arrows that pierced our men through flesh, bone and organ. We had to abandon our village. Even now a horde of the living dead keeps us from returning. Oh, well, I can fix that. And so you should. You can start by returning to our village and clearing out the undead. Their numbers seem to be limitless. Return to Dims. Okay, so we drew a new card, which gets put over there. Alright, so that replaces whatever was there to start with.
Work your way through the woods and see what lies beyond.
So we'll go and do that before we lead through the forest path. Which again is going to cost us a lot of our food. Ah, the crucible.
A crucible to heat and purify the flawed metal. You, in this case.
The town of Stygal sits upon the only safe crossing of the river Ernst. However, the only adventurers allowed to cross are those who pass through the Crucible. In the Crucible, you'll fight monsters for the entertainment of the townspeople of Stygal. What will you do? Well, I could swim across the river, but no, I'm pretty good at fighting monsters. Let's give it a go. Choose your opponent wisely, yells a man from the crowd. I'm betting on you. Ooh. 3 of Dust, 4 of Plague, or the Jack of Plague. Let's go with the 4 of Plague, because that seems easiest. I have a feeling the Jack of Plague would bring along a 4 of Plague with him, so we certainly weren't going to pick that. But hopefully that prevents him from showing up later on in the monster deck. Alright, here we go. You know, for a big fancy fighting pit arena thing that the whole village is interested in, there aren't a lot of people in the seats here. But that's alright, they'll let us through. We should have got in on the betting. Okay, so we lost a little bit of health there, but we still triumphed. We've still got loads left. But it still cost us 6 gold. Oh dear. So you survived that round, now do it again. So now we have to choose the 6 of Dust, or the 6 of Dust. You know, I think I'll choose the 6 of Dust.
6 bandits to keep you on your toes. They're getting caught on the traps. So hopefully we'll stay out there long enough and take some more damage. There we go. So we sort of divided them into 2 groups. That's handy. Pow! We'll just keep flicking those throwing knives back at them. And now we can just finish them off. Pow! Boom, there we go. Look at that. Points for style and everything. Nicely done. Still out of gold though. Oh well. After surviving the Crucible, you're paraded through the town and allowed to continue upon your adventure. A few random peasants throw coins, saying, "You've made me rich, warrior." We get 4 gold gain cards. And a token. Nice. 15 gold. 15 gold. 25 gold.
And 15 gold. It's a shame we couldn't draw the rat culling here. So this will be the return to Dimsgate, so we're going to have to fight some undead. You return to the village of Lesser Dimsgate, now cursed by the White Council. The eerie silence lies heavily upon you as you walk the deserted streets. In the town square you discover a pair of unusual totems. They are made of bone and glow with an unnatural energy. The unliving bones of fallen villagers walk the earth in silent vigil around them. Okay, so we're going to have to destroy those totems, yeah? So, 2 lots of the Two of Skulls. Let's go. The living dead turn towards you as one, as you approach with weapon in hand. So let's take out these totems, I guess. This seems to be a good idea. There's one. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. So aiming that is a little bit tricky. I have a feeling this is going to keep spawning skeletons. So we get rid of them. There we go. Piece of cake. There goes another 6 gold. Later that day, the villagers learn of your efforts and begin returning to bury their dead. You've done nothing, stranger, yells an old woman as she drags a sack of bones towards the village cemetery. Those robed devils will be back again when they hear of this. Next time they'll probably blast this entire village off the face of the earth. You've doomed us all. Don't mind her, a young girl says. She's always cranky. Thank you for laying our fallen to rest. She has a point though. They're probably going to come and kill us all unless you can stop them. Alright, let's see if we can stop them. So where's that one going to get placed? Well, here. So again, that replaces whatever card was there, but now we can go and
a challenge for you.
Consult.
And a token if you succeed.
You sit at the table of the mayor of Lesser Dimsgate one evening, discussing the perils of living near wizards. The Mage Guild has always gathered in the forest of at that tall tower of theirs, says the mayor with a sigh. It's been that way since my grandfather's day, and longer. So ask for more information, or tell him we intend to defeat the mages? We'll ask for more information first. Well, back then they weren't so aggressive. There were rumours that unwanted visitors would be turned to stone and such like, but mostly they just kept themselves to themselves and left other people alone. They would sometimes emerge to help the villagers, using herbs and magic to cure a particularly nasty disease, for example, or anything else that might interrupt delivery of their wine and other supplies. Sure, there would sometimes be a young upstart among them, looking to make a name for himself and causing trouble for us, but they'd soon leave to join the court of some kingdom or other. The wizard Zahagan changed all that though. The self-appointed leader of the White Council now demands tribute, even from small kingdoms. What chance has a humble village like ours against their power? If anything threatens the council, they just pop back to the tower, and magic keeps anyone from finding its real location. No army can lay siege to, or even reach the tower. Okay, so how did they get their supplies? Taran, the merchant, handles that. He told me once that he just heads into the forest, and eventually one of them appears and magics the entire contents of his wagon away. I think I can see where this is going, can you? I suppose you could ask him to let him hide with this stock. That might get you in, but what then?
Here. Take it.
Well, then I jump out of the wagon and stab them. Right, so now we have to go all the way back here, and now we're out of
Our
food.
hero needs sustenance badly.
Okay, so we take the forest path, and we're on the next
Did you
level.
expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine. What an ignominious way to go. I do hope you find something to eat soon.
Yeah, so do I. Maybe we can eat these rat men. 6 of plague. It's quite a lot of rats. Pow, there we go. Cut our way right through them. Block that. Stab, stab, stab. Dodge that. Stab, stab, stab. Block. Stab. Block. Counter. Stab. There we go. Dodge that. We'll finally deal with these spear throwing nasties. Apparently that missed somehow, but oh well. There we go, another one bites the dust. Now, can we eat these delicious, delicious ramen? Because we are running out of health.
Starvation begins.
Hooray, food grain. Food grain? Food gain. 1 food. Fantastic. And a bandit attack, even better. A group of bandits suddenly attacks. The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. Well, we'll see about that.
No king falls without a challenge.
Well, you know, at least the more health we lose in all of these fights, the less gold we have to pay. Yay, that's probably a good thing, right? These ranged attacks are really getting annoying. Pow. There we go. Pow. There we go. Alright, so we've still got a fair chunk of health left, but... yeah, it's the starvation that's still worrying me, because we're going to start losing more and more health as we go along. And I don't want to show up right next to the King of Dust with no health at all. But we get 3 food from that, which is good.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
So we'll heal a little bit as we move, and hopefully... Ooh, what's this? Desert Storm.
Nature is the greatest threat, even with the Queen now dispatched. Be swift.
You are travelling through a desert when a dust storm approaches. You may be able to reach the safety of some nearby hills before the storm hits you. Okay, so we can run for the hills, or we can stay where we are. I mean, I guess we try and run for the hills. I don't know if staying still would have a different chance. Let's guess this one. Success! You reach the hills just as the storm arrives, and now we get a token. I don't know what that will give us. A shop. Good, let's spend all of that gold, because what else are we going to do with it? So we are definitely going to buy some food. So we'll do that first. Ooh, 4... what? Hang on. Let's back out of that and just... There we go. 4:30... There we go. The tooltip description wasn't updating properly. So 30 gold for 10 food. Yeah, let's grab that. And then do we want to get a couple of 1 foods? We'll see what else they've got, in case there's something else we want. Can we sell anything? So we've got a spare axe. Sell that. It's only 3, but, you know, that's nearly a whole food. And we don't want to get rid of any of those. Huge hammer. Interesting. How much could we sell our sword for? Because we could replace it with that. Helm of Reflection. Upon reflecting a projectile, this helm creates a small force explosion. Now that would be useful. There's the Explorer's Helmet again and some medium armour, which we could afford actually. We'll see how much we can sell the sword for and then we'll make a decision. So that's worth 8. So probably not enough for the hammer, no. So let's grab the armour.
Middle of the road in every way.
So that replaces our light armour, but it'll prevent some damage, and then we'll spend basically all of our remaining gold on food. There we go. Hooray, a useful shop for once. Excellent. So I wonder if this is going to be the last level. I reckon there's probably more stairs.
Crypt rubbing. I'm not sure the dead fighting back makes this any more dignified.
I don't know. It's sporting. They get a chance to fight back. So we can see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. 3 of dust.
The Jack again.
And the Jack again.
Did you think him done before? Oh no. Shuffled back into the deck to rise again to the top. As are we all.
That's right, so when you defeat the champions, they don't go away, they go back into the deck. Let's see. 2 huge successes, 2 failures. Let's try this one. There we go. So I managed to take one of them down before they can even react. Let's hope it's the Jack. Oh, I get to pick. Brilliant. So yeah, the Jack can be done with. So now I just have to face the his minions. Traps. So I don't know if I dodged into the traps or into his attack there. I think that was the trap getting me. Oh, I've lost quite a lot of health actually. Let's try and be a bit more careful. Okay, so those spikes do damage you even if you just run into them or bump into them. That seems a little bit unfair. I mean, they're spikes, not blades. Oh well. He takes the rest of my gold. But I do get 3 gain cards, so I get some equipment. Scorching Zeal. Ooh, interesting.
Fire, in its multitudinous forms, we still hold it in esteem and wonder.
So, this equipment burns with the flame of the ancients, which does extra fire damage. However, lava golems, which we have not seen yet, and hopefully we will not see for a while, shrug off fire attacks with ease. It also does 32 damage. So this one has ice, which slows people. This one has fire, which burns people. Has a fire aura that decreases quickly. Press 1 to restore it. Yeah, we'll try this. And it's holy as well. 10 food, lovely. And an extra 3 food. Nice. So this will heal us as we walk. And we've got another level to go.
Is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
Really?
On this floor, the King of Dust waits for you. He is prepared. Are you?
So this is Alicia. She's the fortune teller. We want her to tell us about the underworld, but we can't pay the gold for it, and we don't have any artifacts. So, meh. We'll have to come back to that another time. Let's loop around this way. Ah, the Devil's Wager.
Trust a devil or don't? I wouldn't.
A devil appears in a puff of smoke and fixes its evil gaze upon you. Greetings, mortal. Draw 1 monster card.
The Jack of Skulls returns to the fray. Would you expect any less?
If you can defeat my minions without taking a scratch, I will reward you with gold and magical trinkets. Sure, let's give it a go. Excellent, the devil cries with glee. It points at you with a crooked finger, saying, let's see you prove it. Oh dear. You said you could do it without a scratch, but I'll be generous and leave you a little more than that. So we now have 8 health to defeat the Jack of Skulls. At least our weapon is holy. Yay. But this is going to be very dangerous, I feel. Let's try and block these guys first. Did he just shoot his own... Okay, this was quite good. There we go. Did it with literally not even a scratch. I hope he gives us our health back. Otherwise we're going to be in trouble when we run into the King of Dust. You're not dead. That is unexpected. The devil waves his hand, partially healing you. Well, it's better than nothing. And we get a token and 4 gain cards. Ah, there we go. We're almost at full health. And 15% max health. Draw 1 equipment.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Yeah, got some medium armor, but sure. Extra food. And extra food. So, you know, not a huge bounty, but the extra % health is nice. And there's the King of Dust. So it would have been nice to explore a bit more.
Very few are so foolish as to deliver themselves to the king.
So it would have been nice to explore a little bit more and get some more health back, but then again maybe we would have lost more health, so we'll see. So the king is fierce in battle, but loyal to his troops. He can choose to heal them during combat. So again, we'll focus the minions first. And try and kill them before he can do any of the healing. The King of Dust broke faith with king and country long ago, and has made himself rich and powerful through the judicious application of cruelty and terror outside of law for decades. Well, we will have to...
play for a token now.
So we will have to, well, I was going to say bring him to justice. Not quite justice, but, you know, we'll have to show him what for. After all, he keeps sending people to kill us, so it's only fair. Alright, let's go. Gotta remember to use our special weapon. That flaming, fiery... That doesn't look good. Let's... That is... so... You mentioned healing, you didn't mention random explodey stuff. Also, you just kicked your own dude in the face. But I think we've probably got this covered. There we go. Just me and you now. Yeah, two can play at that game. Pow! There we go. Easy peasy. I wasn't worried. So we have beaten the first king. And still lost 4 gold at the end of the fight.
There are many who will be pleased that you have defeated the likes of my lesser king. As for me, I think you have but proven that I must defeat you entirely. A set of new trinkets for you. You will need them, and more.
Alright, let's see what we've got. So, for exploring Brooktop Hill, we get a game card, and the altar. For drinking brandy with the captain, we get the Landlocked Lubber 2, so we get to continue that quest. For surviving the arenas, we get another game card, the Noble Trader, a Wife's Fury, and the Loan. Let's see, for helping the people of Lesser Dimsgate, we get the White Council Part 4. For surviving the Desert Storm, we get Lost in the Desert. For winning the Devil's Wager, we get Fate's Folly. That looks quite cool. Let's see if we can get that in our deck. For defeating the Bandit King, we get Feathered Ice, Life's Limb, the Jack of Scales, a Hero's Remains, Stranger in the Shadows, and the Old Graveyard. Cool.
Come once more to the game.
We absolutely will do that, but it's going to have to wait until next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all